Hello, hello, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, and welcome to the Legends Unleashed Season 3. Now, this is round 2 of day 2, and it is also powered by the one and only DXS Esports. On the blue team, we have Dad and Sons, and on the red team, we have Ibudo Esports. Both the teams have really, really strong bans coming in. They have banned out the meta right now, and looking at Dad and Sons, they're going in for the high mobility, taking out heroes that can counter mobility like Ruby and Phobius, along with the Gatot as well. The Leomord first pick is coming in with the new skin. As we all know, a buff always comes in as well. So this is a strong first pick coming in from Dad and Sons. The Vixana as well. This is really nice, really, really good counter picks coming in from the red team. The Vixana here has a lot of CC, and not only has she a lot of CC, but she also does have that ultimate, a second, basically another hero with her as well. And coming up, I think they've decided on Cho. Wonderful, wonderful. We are Now it's also Dad and Sons once again with the Melissa pick. Okay, Melissa is pretty strong, especially with her ultimate to make sure that no heroes like the close range, especially they do not get close to her at all. And with that coming in, Dad and Sons are going in for the Angela and Leo Mord combo once again. Pretty strong, I would say. Now, Ryuma from Iburo Esports is picking in Claude to counter up that Melissa with the Vengeance as well. So it's going to be pretty hard if Melissa does not really know how to use her skills. It's going to be very dangerous moment here for Dad and Sons. And with that, the fourth last ban of the first match goes to Zaz as usual and Benedetta from Dad and Sons.
And
Benedetta has been proven really strong in the EXP lane, so this is going to be a good ban coming in from Dad and Sons as well.
yeah, man, like the bans are really they're looking really good right now. Draft wise, these are solid options, and a Cho is a good response to catching the Melissa out or at least
Hmm.
baiting out her ultimate. And
I agree.
viewers, please engage in the stream a little more, like, share, and subscribe, as we have a lot more content coming up for you. We have Capri QT, we have Doom, we have a lot of really good players playing against a equally a strong contender in
Hmm.
Ebudo Esport. And I'm your caster Baldudu, and with me it's Sebastian, and we are your casters for this game. The bans are completed from both sides. The second phase of bans too. That is the Bene, Hylos, the Khalid, and the Zast that is taken out. We will not be seeing these heroes in this game in the Land of Dawn. And right now it is Doom who is hovering over a lot of options. I'm not sure if this is a skin showcase or he's just trying to confuse his opponents. But Ruma has picked up the Minotaur for himself after that second drafting phase, and it's up to the Dad and Sons to pick their last two heroes. So they have taken that Angela. Will that Angela be going in the Rome, or is it a mid Angela?
I think we're seeing a mid lane here, as I said, because if she has her ultimate ready as quick as possible, it's going to be uh, pretty huge bonus for Dad and Sons here, so so they will be able to gank in pretty quickly.
And right now it is Akira who has to decide the final pick, and it will be a jungler from their end. There's a lot of, it's a very heavy, there are a lot of dashes and a lot of mobility coming out from the side of Dads and Sons. Like you have the
Hmm.
Leo mod on his Phantom Steed, he has his Decimation Charge, you have Melissa with the dashes, you have Angela who gives a lot of movement speed with her Love Waves passive, you have the Matilda and the Julian So there is a lot of mobility and a lot of sustain
Mm-hmm.
from the side of the blue team. But on the red side,
Yeah.
they've picked up something very heavily ability based. They don't want to stay in the fights for too long. They have sustain, but not as much sustain damage. It's more ability based. Like you have the Cho, you have the Vex, Claude. All of these are very heavily kitted towards making maximum utilization of their ultimates.
Exactly. I agree with you as well, Baldu. And once again, I will make everyone known here the matches have a specific timing. So I suggest and please request kindly to be on time for the matches as it does mess up the schedule a little bit. So I hope does not repeat tomorrow as well or in the next as well.
And I think that was a suitable warning and a general notice for everybody, not just the players but also to us, because at times we end up getting late ourselves. But yes, the land of dawn, we are in the land of dawn as both the junglers. Capri Cutie rocking that Ducati skin already. Bro could not wait to pick up the skin and got it in the tournament lobby instead. Like, I'm saving up for that hero. I hope I get it myself.
Well, you'll definitely get it with the bingo as well. So I mean, but then again, it's based on luck. So I don't really know, but I do pray you'll
Exactly,
get it
man.
though.
As long as it's not the ethereal skin, I don't mind. Otherwise, I'm selling my account. But yes, what do you think about the matchups in the gold lane? Who do you think is winning the gold?
In terms of mobility, I would say Claude because if he is able to get that first skill and just completely mess up the momentum of Melissa, then he's gonna have a really high chance of winning.
And there is some action in the mid side. Do you think
Mhm.
Fanny will gank the gold or the EXP lane first?
Oh, most definitely the gold lane because Melissa, as we all know, she's a nightmare to deal with, especially in the mid game and in the late game as well. So they really need to counter out that. Oh wait, we got a first blood coming in from Team Dad and Sons from Julian. Wow,
And they
and
picked up their
Capricorn.
second kill already. Oh, he's so low. What? Okay. Capri just fell to the turret damage. Corey did, come up for some backup, but it was a little too late. The turret finished the job. Onto that Leo mod. That bike will have to stroll all the way from the ages once again.
The Fanny here, Akira here has made quite the mistake there of going inside to where the Julian was. So they have given 3 kills to Corey QT right now. That is not looking good for Abedo Esports right now.
Yeah, man, you don't want the Fanny who is, supposed to have the better early game. She's getting so suppressed. She's getting zoned away from her objectives. And
Hmm.
there's another invade in place.
There's a lot of stun coming in from uh, Team Dad and Sons. Even then, not only do they have the stuns, but they also have the mobility to catch up with any failing heroes that fails escape. So that is not a pretty good sign for Iburo Esports right there with a 7-2 before 3 minutes was even in.
And it might
Oh my!
just be another kill for Capri Cutie. He picks up the fifth kill this game already. What the heck?
As I've said
Like,
before, the new mod is going to be quite the big tier because, as we all know, they always come with some special buff that we do not know or like they don't even mention. They somehow their damage is increased a bit, or their HP is a little bit more higher, or their defense is much stronger than they have ever been before. And look at
that's the
that, as
perks
I've
of
said
getting a
before.
limited skin. Look at him, man. He's sitting under their inhibitor. They're taking kills within the first 3 minutes of the game. They're taking kills near the inhibitor. That's messed up. That's really, really messed up. The gold lead is already, touching close to 4K. Vexana picks up her first item finally. She's the only one who has a somewhat decent KDA on their team with a KD of 2, 1, and 1.
They I think Eburo definitely should have thought of picking up Mintatar because that is not a good sign for them at all. They have so much mobility along with the Sun and CC as well, both from Angela and Mathilda.
It is a rough situation for them to be in. Look at that. Once more, they fall. The damage is done. And they have full control over the map. Means Vexana does a cheeky, steal on that Litho Wanderer. But Matilda is back into the fight and take it away, Sebastian.
Damn, though, like this is so one-sided, I would say, but somehow the Ebodo Esports are coming back up with the kills as well. Easy is in trouble, I think, yeah, but he uses his flicker to get away from that combo of Leomord as well. But look at Melissa in the top lane. She's ganked on a four-man gank and easily goes down and will not be able to have her ultimate to save her, sadly.
That's just a tough place to be in. Like, as a
Mm-hmm.
Melissa, your ultimate can only pin so many people down. She does not have enough damage yet. And speaking of damage,
Mm-hmm.
one enhanced S2 from Corey took out half of Easy's HP. Not a fun situation
Exactly.
for the Cho
Exactly.
on the lane phase, but they might be a mention of a gank, but oh no, Akira missed those cables and the opportunity is gone. Meanwhile, on the mid side, this hard guard Angela, along with the Ducati Leo, these guys, look at that man. He three shotted, three basic attacks, and one S1. That's it. Melted completely.
That was just three hits. That is a little too over farmed for a Leo mode, I would say, for like literally under 10 minutes. My gosh, he's dealing more damage than what their defense has. And look at that, even a tank is not sustaining against Leo mode's damage at all, especially adding up to his ultimate, I mean his passive as well, that deals crit whenever there's a certain hero with a certain amount of HP that they have lost.
It's really messed up, man. It gives you a guaranteed crit. And look at that, Fanny has been spotted out. The hard guard is online. Akira has to disengage, but he falls mid-air. The goal lead is already it's just going up and up right now. There's no mention of a comeback anytime soon, but they still have their mid high ground remaining. As long as that is there, they still have hope.
Oh
But
my
that
god.
hope is fading away as legendary picked up by Capri Cutie. He's gonna steal the other objective too, kills the Lord with the crits, and takes the red buff for himself. The fight has not stopped as the hard guard is still in place.
The Angela and Matilda are giving up all of their skills to make sure that Cutie gets that kill, even inside the turret. So this is making it pretty hard, even with escape skills, to get away from all three. Because not only do they have a dash skill, they also have some skills that slow you down and also sustain CCU as well. This is not looking good for Aburo Esports right now. Oh my gosh.
And they're already at the inhibitor in the 8th minute mark. The turret shields have been exposed. The divine shield only left on the mid side. It will be popped in a few seconds. I don't know how they're going to be able to defend it. The goal lead is at 8k within the first 8 minutes already. The ultimate's hitting nothing but air.
The show did a wonderful job at backdooring the top lane, but then again, look at that. It is not really working out for Ibero Esports. But look at Joe and Fanny right there. They're going in for the turrets on the side lanes. So this is going to be a good strat. I think they really need to catch up on the not only on the gold but also on the turrets as well. They do a good job.
Yes.
Look at Fanny. Fanny's doing a good job over there, but the mid lane is suffering a lot, especially the burst coming in from Leomord and Melissa.
But a great job, man. They were able to pick up 4 turrets and also
Mm-hmm.
bait out some of the turret shields on the
I
top side
agree.
on the inhibitor. And I think that is the difference that makes a lot of difference because the goal lead, which was at close to 9k, has now reduced to 6. It is still a really massive amount, but there is
Mm,
hope because they have the
there's
turrets now. They
definitely hope.
can try for the split push.
Well, Fanny does not have that damage at all to go and burst out that Matilda, that one hero they really need to get out of their system. Otherwise, she is a menace to deal with.
She has a Sky Piercer, but she has no kills.
Exactly. Look at the legendary coming in from Leomord. This is so one-sided, even for a 1v4 right there. Look at that. He is not losing any HP at all, even with the anti-heal coming in from Minotaur. This is not looking good for Evo Esports right there. Fanny goes in, barely escapes Melissa's regular basic attacks. The ultimate coming in from Leomord once again with the Angela's ultimate, but this is not looking good.
And they're already at the
And
base. The base survives with just a sliver of HP.
this that was so close. That was a well done job coming in from Vexana and Claude, clearing out those minions, barely saving their crystal in the end. But will they be able to finish it up? We do not know. There's a lot of heal coming in, and the Julian goes down, I guess. No, he barely escapes with the 1 HP, but Fanny goes in there to finish the job, but also goes down as well. Look at that, they're just turret diving into the inhibitor turret, all three of them.
They're using
Oh my
every
god.
single ultimate to secure a defense. Easy has been using the hard guard every 3 seconds because he
Hmm.
does have that fleeting time onto him. It's going to be very
Exactly.
difficult for to to stop that Angela. They've got every objective, every turret. These guys are sitting under a base, and the fight begins once again.
This is not looking good. Even their Matilda now has a lot of damage as well. Look at the guard coming in once again from Angela, and I think the Melissa has different plans and finally ends the round as well. It was a very, very one sided round. What do you say?
Yeah, man, like the best performer on their team is at a 5.4 on that Vexana, followed up by Easy on that show. So, yes, it was clearly a one sided game. It was 11 minutes long, and that was only because they couldn't end faster because they didn't have enough base siege. Otherwise,
Hmm.
it would have been done and dusted. But 11-19 KDA, close to 20 kill contributions from Capri QT, taking home the MVP. Undisputed, easy, a close second with a 10.5 and zero deaths. An assist god himself. But with that, this game clearly picked up by dads and sons and a convincing defeat. Then there was no doubt in anyone's mind as to who won that game and who dominated.
Exactly. Well, that was a wonderful match, and we will be going on a short break right now as the next teams will be readying up. Thank you for watching. Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome back to the second match of the evening. And with me, I am your friendly neighborhood caster, Sebastian. And with me in the caster board is Itami. Welcome, Itami. How are you feeling right now?
Sebastian, thank you for the welcome. And yep, I'm feeling good. We are going on with the match number two, that is between Team See You Soon going up against Team Black Magic. I guess on the blue side we have Team Black Magic, and on the red side we have Team See You Soon. And immediately we are seeing the Khalif getting banned from the side of Team Black Magic and See You Soon proceeding with the Ling. These are the heroes which are mostly prioritized or banned
Mhm.
onto this patch. So I would say these are the regular bands by far, and the thing like they will just be going with those regular bands and try to pick off those heroes which has been left out and has been doing quite on well to the meta.
I agree with you as well. Khalid suddenly came into the meta, so that is very, very surprising for a hero that was kind of like neglected by Moonton. I would say he got a pretty big update with this instant like assassin burst as well. And with that, I think Black Magic does not want to mess with any chip players in the enemy in the opponent as well, so they go with the chip ban.
Yep, and Chip, even though he got nerfed onto this patch, he is still doing quite well. He got
Hmm.
some ultimate cooldowns has been increased, but still he is doing quite well. So does the Valentina, and I am expecting from the side of Team Black Magic. Oh sorry, see you soon. They might be picking off something like something. No, no, it might be ult ult dependent kind of heroes, which the ultimates which can start those team fights. That is why they are
Hmm.
getting rid of the Valentina, but something unusual we don't see like we see onto the legend and the mythic matchmakings on the late phases of the season. The Saber is getting banned from the side of Team Black Magic, and I guess they are planning to go for an assassin as the jungler. So if that Saber might be, they have a feeling that if Saber might be quite annoying, so they have decided to ban it. And
I
for the
agree with
trade of
you.
the yeah, for the trade of the Saber, they got the Phobius as their first pick. But from the side of Team See You Soon, I guess they are relying on to their comfort heroes. uh, comfort heroes instead of those meta heroes. They have decided to pick the Carmilla in such an early phase of the game, and okay, that is going to be the Fanny coming up, and something we don't see often as well, the Gushan coming up as the jungler for the side of Team Soon. So what are your thoughts on this?
Personally, I'd say instead of a meta pick, if you are really sure and comfortable like with the heroes that you can really play with, I think that is more, I would say, higher chances of winning. Even though you pick a meta hero, if you can't play that meta hero, it is like it's of no use. It's just gonna hold your team back down. So I think maybe See You Soon is coming in and trying to cook something up with the Carmilla and the Gijin as well. But look at that. I think Black Magic have a different opinion with what I'm saying and have picked out on the Nathan. And as we all know, Nathan thrives on the late game and the mid game as well. He has a lot of damage in the early, but not enough attack speed that would help with his damage as well.
I do agree with you, and going for Nathan in such an early phase of the draft, he might get faced with those counter picks as well. And meanwhile, from
Mhm.
the side of Team See You Soon, we are seeing the gold laner getting picked as well, and that is going to be the Claude. Claude is doing quite really well onto this patch as well, because he got the mana adjustment, so he has been doing quite good, I would say. And we do see him getting up picked on those ranked games as well. So from the side
Mhm.
of Team CU soon, we are seeing the Gatut Kacha getting banned. Okay, and Gatut Kacha, I don't think Team Black Magic were planning to go for the Gatut Kacha, but still they have decided to ban it. Gatut Kacha would have been picked as a roamer for the side of Team Black Magic if they proceeded to pick it, because the EXP leader has already been picked for the blue side, that is the Phobius.
He is a really annoying hero to go against. So I think maybe that was a reasonable ban coming in from See You Soon as well, because they do not want to go against a Gatot, especially in the late game on heroes like Gushin, because he has the escape, but he needs a minion, or like he needs a jungle creep or another hero to dash into. So he's not going to escape the clutches of Gatot as well. And look at that. Fusion, once again, I will say, even though she got a buff and a nerf at the same time, it is very troublesome with her no mana on usage, especially on the minions and on her ultimate as well. Her
Yep, and
her
they
bow
have
is really devastating.
Yeah, they have decided to ban it actually, and the Mincetar also getting banned. I guess they have done their homework, and they are deciding to get rid of those Mincetar and those Saber. That Fanny, I think he might be like he's the jungler, but they are
Yeah.
expecting that Fanny is will to be the hyper carry for that game. So they are getting rid of those heroes which could have given trouble to Fanny, such as the Mincetar and the Saber. So I guess that they are targeting those heroes which have been troubling to her. And from the side of team See You Soon, we are yet to see the mid laner as well as the EXP laner getting picked. And I guess they are proceeding with the mid laner this time, and that is going to be the Vexana. Vexana is really, really good onto this meta, and I guess
Mhm.
you
I
combine the
agree.
Vexana's Eternal Guard with the Carmella's Curse of Blood, then if that combo lands, and it will be able to deal some ridiculous amount of damage.
I agree with you right there. Carmilla and Vexana, they are, I think, probably the best combo I've ever seen so far, because not only can Carmilla link and intertwine each and every hero, not and giving them CC for a short while, each and every hero that is linked, which Vexana goes for the CC with her fresh skill and the ultimate, the Eternal Guard as well. They also can be stunned, and it is not just one hero that will be stunned. It is every single hero that is linked that will be stunned. So that is a good combo coming in from Team See You Soon as well.
Meanwhile, from the side of Team Black Magic, we are seeing the Kadita as well as the Chow getting picked. And I am expecting this Chow to go as the roamer since there is no magic dealer from mid which have been picked, and that is going to be the Kadita coming up from them. And from the side of Team See You Soon, we are seeing the Terizla coming up as the final pick. And they're kind of like Team See You Soon has the kind of com which are going to be quite reliant onto those ultimates and those initiations coming up, so they
I
have
agree with
decided
you.
to deal like to ban the Valentina. And we are proceeding with match number 2 of this day, and it is going to be between Black Magic going up against Team See You Soon. So here we go on to the Land of Dawn.
Both the teams are have really good picks in my opinion. But then again, it depends really on their gameplay as well, because they may have good picks, but if they do not know how to synergize and how to follow up, especially follow up, that's the word. If they do not know how to follow up on their teammates, it's going to be of no use. And with that coming up, welcome everyone to the Land of Dawn. We are in with Venom and Hyper Legend going in on their buffs. Both are starting in with their purple buff, and it looks like Gideon is trying to rotate as fast as possible through the goal lane to dish out as much damage, or like delay the Nathan from building up as much as he can.
And they are just trying to focus onto their neutral objectives. Kadita was trying to get that blue buff with that Goshen, trying to force him the retribution, but I guess he
Hmm.
is still. No, actually, he was forced to use his retribution right there, and Gushan will be proceeding with his red, and they will just try to get level 4 as soon as possible until the next turtle spawn, so they can be quite contributing to the turtle fights. Both of those teams, both of those members, not only just the jungler but the mid laner as well as the EXP laner as well, so
Hmm.
that they can be quite contributing to the next team fight coming up.
Really strong rotations coming in from the Team Black Magic, as we all know that they really have to look at that. As I've
Oh
said before,
wow! Damn, that was a good combo right there. The first blood has been drawn, but
Mhm.
Fanny will be taken down onto the process as well. You know, the Chow and Karita combo is actually really good. Once the way of the dragon lands, and if Karita is there for the follow up, then she can immediately shred that enemy out with her ultimate as well. So this combo might be quite really good, but they need to be aware of the positioning and but still, Team See You Soon have also the mobility. The Claude is also like he is quite versatile as well. Gushan is trying to make some initiations. The Vengeance have been popped out at Phobius. He is all alone by himself. Fanny not connecting to the cables, and Phobius will be immediately falling off. Chow is trying to make a follow up, but no one is there to make him follow up as well. Level 4 has been popped out by him. The Way of the Dragon is yet to be used, and the turtle has already been spawned. Kadita was trying to make some play, but she will be forced to retreat. The turtle has been spawned, and I guess Team Shiyu soon are on a better position to contest for the turtle as of now.
I agree with you right there. That was weird. Very, very good follow-ups coming in from both the teams right there in the first fight and on the second fight as well. The See You Soon, Team See You Soon have really come back up, and look at the ultimate, the Eternal Guard coming in, and the ultimate from Venom as well. And I think the retribution goes to Team Black Magic, and with that, I think yeah, when the Phobius once again going in to make sure that
Oh
the
no.
turtle is not stolen, is taken down,
Oh
and
wow. Damn.
the follow up from Cho and Fanny was so well timed. It was so beautiful.
Wow, so Chow just got a kill already, and as soon as he was landing those S1s onto that like as onto that two players, the Fanny immediately gave the follow up and was immediately able to secure that double kill as well for himself. Quite some initiations coming up. Carmilla was almost taken down, but I guess Karita didn't have her ultimate to be initiating a team fight immediately. So we might be seeing some skirmish going around onto the gold lane, but Nathan is on a safer position, so he will not be able to get down at Natan. Meanwhile, Fanny will be able to get a solo kill onto that Vexana. Gushan almost got popped out with that Kadita. He needs to be a bit careful onto his positioning, or he might be taken down. Chow with the follow up. There comes the curse of blood onto three people. No people to follow up. The way of the dragon has been used by Chow. Nathan is able to secure the kill for himself, and that is going to be a 1-for-0 trade onto the gold lane right now.
That was a very bad move coming in from King of Hunting, the Claude from See You Soon, as all three of them were there and they had
Oh
no
no.
vision on if the ultimate was used. The Gushin does down the Phobius once again. The Fanny cow going in looking at for the burst, but then it's taken down
Nah.
by Vixana's first skill and Gushin's second skill as well.
Meanwhile, Kadita is able to get that skill onto that Claude. The gold laner is getting bullied onto the top lane right now. And both of the team, the Terizla as well as the Gushin was quite low. So Fanny decided to quite overextend in there. So, but instead she got finished injured. So she will be
Mhm.
killed. She will be killed off, and I think that was quite not worth it for the side of Team Black Magic, and they need to be a bit careful onto the positioning as well. Meanwhile, the turtle has already been spawned, and Fanny is yet to be contesting for the turtle. She is nowhere around the turtle, and she needs to be rotating quite faster. Chow is trying to get some vision. She might be contesting it, but no, she won't be making it on time. And Gushan is able to secure the turtle for himself. The way of the dragon has been used. Vengeance popped off. Curse of blood has been used. Nathan is able to get that kill onto that Carmilla, but Claude with the blazing duet will be able to get that kill onto that Nathan. A 1-for-1 trade. The gold laner has been picked off for the side of Team Black Magic.
The show is showing some really wonderful plays right here with some really strategic kicks as well. The way of the dragon has been used so far in a situation where it is gonna benefit Black Magic again. So this is a really good roaming coming up from Cave from the blue team.
I definitely agree with you, Carmilla. No, the Phobius is still waiting for them onto the bush. They need to be a bit careful. Chow will also try to get some vision, and by far this Chow and Kadita combo are quite working out even on the early phases of the game. Kadita will be instantly taken down onto the process. She didn't have enough time to escape, and she will be immediately punished. Three people were waiting for her onto the bush, so she needs to be a bit aware of her positioning, considering if she doesn't have the vision, then she shouldn't be initiating like that. Carmela might be
Agree, agree.
taken down, and there comes Fanny was able to get that kill onto that Carmela, but meanwhile Gushan has joined the team fight and a double kill instantly for the side of Gushan. A 2-for-2 trade for both of the side of the team. And in terms of the objectives, the red team are quite leading. They will be having the second tower. No, this is
Mhm.
going to be the second as well as the first tower. They are leading in terms of objectives, but in terms of the goal lead, both teams are almost the same. And I guess it is just going to be costing one good team fight for one of the teams to take a proper amount of goal lead.
Both the teams are doing really, really well in terms of group fight participation, and I would definitely say sometimes the blue team really know how to initiate. But also, then again, look at
Oh
the kill, look at the kick and the ultimate coming in from Cave to take away the Carmilla
no.
once again with the Nathan.
Teresa with the
Venom
two-man
does it.
ultimate zone connecting onto nobody. The vengeance has been popped up by him. He got the vengeance instead of the flicker. Phobius with the infernal pursuit, the godlike for that good shot. Chow using the oh my god, the Shunpo instantly connecting, and Gushan has been taken down onto the process. Terizla will be quite low as well. He doesn't have his vengeance, so he will be forced to retreat for now. And this Chow pick is quite working out for the side of Team Black Magic right now, because this Chow is getting those objectives as well. And Chow with the kick, the way of the dragon connecting on to the opposite direction, and man, he will be taken down for overextending, as well as there were two members for the follow-up. Teresa might be taken down as well, and Nathan with the killing spree for himself. And the Lord has been spawned. Both of the teams didn't contest for the third turtle, and the Lord will be spawning on onto the 8-minute mark of the game.
As I've said before, the crucial roles here is going to be the EXP lane, and in the side of Team See You Soon, it is really working out well with it. There is La pick, and look at that, the second
Oh
skill,
no.
the stun coming in from Carmilla succeeds in getting Gushin a kill, and the ultimate, look at the cables coming in from Fanny as well. He's trying to take down the Claude or the Gushin right there because he knows that he does not have the ultimate right now. And the Cave, look at Cave, he's looking in for that wave the dragon into the turret if he can get, and the
Fanny,
ultimate from
wow.
Fanny takes
Fanny was
down their
both of
Vixana.
those assassins were able to secure those kills for him. So the way of the dragon was used by the Chow, but it was not enough for him to escape. And oh my god, that Gushan instantly connecting with the S1. Fanny has been taken down, and this is going to be the free lord for the side of team. See you soon, and they see you again actually, and they will be able to get that lord quite easily. And this is going to be the uncontested lord for the side of Team Red. See you again.
This is a really, really intense match right now because both the teams are equally, I would say, equally skilled out right now, and the only issue is that each and every hero here is unique. They are not using the same heroes. Again, as I say, look at Cave going in for the vision, and the Eternal
Oh
Guard
no,
used and
Chow.
taking out the Cave with just the basic attack as well. That is so much damage finally coming in from Claude. All that ganking going into the top lane by Kadita, and the Kufra is taking off a little bit of an issue right there with the Gushin coming in with 11-3-2.
Fanny will try to take down that Vexana as well as the Claude. She might be able to do so as well. The Curse of Blood connecting on to only one people. Fanny was trying to make a follow-up from her back, but no, she will be taken down onto the process. Phobius hasn't stopped for himself. And Chow with the way of the dragon onto that Vexana. Vexana is really low. She needs to be retreating. The Eternal Guard has been used, and she will be able to make this escape. This is a Romer Chow. If it was a damage, then definitely he would have been getting the kill onto
I
that
agree with
Vexana,
you.
but no, the Vexana will be able to escape for this time, and they will be able to like get down the Lord as well. But on the next fight, they need to be a bit careful because If they keep giving out those uncontested lots, then this will be quite troubling for him. The penalty zone has been used by the Teresla. Kadita with the ultimate, able to secure that kill onto that Teresla, and Nathan will be just retreating for now. And they have to pick off another kill onto that Gushan as well. The way of the dragon used by the Chow. The vengeance has been used by that Cloud as well. Phobius with the infernal pursuit, trying to make some initiations, but it won't be enough. The follow up is already there, and they need to be aware because Carmilla can anytime use her Curse of Blood, and they might be taken off instantly.
That is going to be very very costly for Team Black Magic because they were not able to follow up on the way of the dragon, trying to take out their Claude as well, but the Claude barely escaped that all of that CC and the damage as well. I don't look at Team Black Magic. They are coming into.
Oh my god, the Lord was not even able to get that Wind of Nature popped up, but the Fanny will be taken down onto the process. Phobius is spamming his Infernal Pursuit. Chow hasn't been stopped yet. The Way of the Dragon has been used onto that Teresla, and Teresla will be taken down onto the process by that Phobius. They need to be forced to retreat. This is going to be a 1-2 trade, and Kadita as well as the Chow trying to make an initiation, and Vexana will be taken down onto the process. Carmilla will be forced to retreat. Gushan is trying to connect those daggers and try to get that kill onto that Kadita. But for the side of Team CU soon, see you again. The Lord, like they can get the Lord, but they don't have the jungler yet. So Fanny will be joining into the team fights immediately, and I guess Gushan will be trying to contest for the Lord, but Chow is trying to get that vision and trying to deny that Gushan to join to the Lord dance.
The Gushin here has been really, really crucial on taking on knowing who to take out right there. And look at Strix, as I've said before, Nathan thrives in the late game and the mid game as well. So if they continue to start giving him kills and let him farm, it is not going to look good for Team Team Red especially. And look at that, the Fanny goes in to push the lane as well, but I think they will be able to defend. Yes, they do. And look at the Eternal Guard coming in to take down the focus once more by Hyper Legend. Gushin and his Sky Piercer stacks are very high, so it is going to be a pretty problematic situation here, especially for the Fanny, as I don't think she does have her Sky Piercer, but he is not able to take down the Claude with the Vengeance. Not only with the Vengeance, he also has the Wind of Nature as well. Cave is really showing in some really good and wonderful ultimate.
The
penalty zone coming in from Terizla. What a beautiful ultimate, locking down each and every hero. And with that, Claude also takes down the Nathan as well, with the Fanny following up to take a revenge on Trix and taking down King of Hunting as well. Beautiful, beautiful follow-ups coming up from both the teams. The scoreboard is looking very nicely done here. It is a one kill lead right now for the red team, and they really have to figure this out, because if their Phobius starts getting a little too tanky, even Claude will not be able to survive against him at all. And the
definitely agree with you on that. Gushan almost got taken down. He had his ultimate for the escape, and he is able to do so. Oh my god, this Gushan needs to be aware of that Fanny as well, because he can pick off that Claude also anytime. He might be not even be able to use his Wind of Nature. There is like using the penalty zone onto that Fanny, but Fanny will be able to escape the times that has been used by that Nathan. Nathan will be able to get that kill. Infernal Pursuit has been used, and Kadita will be taken down onto the process as well. The Eternal Guard coming up from that Vexana. Carmilla is not able to use her ultimate by so far, and Fanny is trying to overcome it, but I don't think the overextending will be quite worth it for the side of the team. That the Lord is about to spawn on the next 25 seconds, so they need to be aware of where they do, where will be taking those team fights, because even though the Fanny's follow up are fast, she is able to use it quite fast. The throat cuts are connecting as well, but still if they are able to pop off their item spells like the Wind of Nature, then it would completely deny the Fanny. So Fanny needs to be aware of that as well. The Lord has been spawned, and I guess on the next 18 minutes that is going to be the Luminous Lord. But I don't think they will be waiting for it. They have already started to contest for the Lord this time, and Team Black Magic are trying to get that Carmilla, and Carmilla will be instantly taken down this time. The curse of blood wasn't used by her, and she will be taken down onto the process. There is no one to give those visions, and Team Blue will be able to secure this lot for the this time. Or all they gotta do this time is to sink those lanes and try to end this game as soon as possible. Team CU again doesn't have the inhibitor tower from the bot side, and they only have two of their inhibitors towers right now. So actually, it is only one tower for them, or it is no, they are actually blocking it. Okay, that is going to be two towers actually for them. So they need to try to sink those lanes. And if Team Blue are able to initiate a really good team fight coming up, then they might be able to do a wipeout as well as end the game. But we have to keep it in mind that Team CU again relies on those ultimate team fights, because the penalty zone as well as the curse of blood and the eternal guards connect, then it could be a potential wiped out for the side of the blue team as well.
Exactly. I agree with you. And both the teams are so strong, I would say, because each of them have really good follow-up. Not only do they have good follow-up, they have really wonderful roamers as well. The Carmilla making sure that she links at least 2 or 3 heroes at once. And look at the Fanny going in, and she is just baiting them out so that they can take that turret for themselves. And there are literally no more turrets except for the crystal right now. For the red team, it is not looking good because the super minions are finally out, and they are going to deal
Oh, the
a
curse
lot
of blood!
damage.
Curse of blood did connect, and Nathan instantly getting taken down. Vexana almost got taken down as well. The Inferno Pursuit is yet to be used. Gushan is diving in. The Winter Crown has been popped off by him, and he will be down onto the process. They will be forced to retreat. This is going to be a 1-for-1 trade by far, but still they don't have the jungler right now, so it will be quite hard to defend if they try to overcome it and force themselves inside this time. So I guess it would be better they don't take those team fights in here. Claude and Terizla should be retreating.
This is really dangerous for Black Magic, because if they lose any more heroes right now in the group fight, it is not looking good, because Phoveus is also another tank, and Cho is another tank as well. But remember, they are Slash. They are not only a fighter, but they are also fighter tank as well. So that means that for a little bit of damage, they are sacrificing a bit of their defense as well. So they are not really looking good if one of them does go down.
Yep, and the Lord is about to spawn, and I guess both of
Mhm.
those teams will be trying to contest for this Lord this time. And if CU again will not be able to contest for this Lord, or if the Lord is gone from their hands, then this would be really, really tough to defend for them, because this is going to be the Luminous Lord and the Evolved Lord. So, but they need to be trying to initiate Kadita with the really good play. The Petrify as well as those alt combo was able to get those 2 kills. And there comes the Blazing Duet coming up from that Cloud, getting that kill onto that Nathan. And the Eternal Guard has been used by the Vexana as well. The Terizla using the penalty zone, but it did connect. But the double kill for the side of the Cloud. Cloud is doing really a huge amount of damage. The vengeance has been popped off. He still has his immortality, and immortality has been popped off. Fanny with the really good follow-up. There is the minion is yet to go inside for the base, and if they are able to mark the base, then it would be over. But for the side of Team Blue, the Nathan is not there, Marksman is not there, so they will be forced to retreat. I guess it would be better they will be contesting for the Lord this time, because they have the jungler and Nathan is about to spawn. And I guess they are on a better position as well to be contesting for the Lord. So definitely they should be going for the Lord right now.
That is such a wonderful follow-up, and with the Claude as well, making sure that they are not able to push at all, even though they were losing the group fight. He was making sure to take out the Kadita and the Nathan as well. So pretty good, very very good aiming here, especially for the red team, because those heroes are the most crucial right now. And as I've said before, Nathan is showing some serious damage. Even though the red team
Oh,
has a
Kadita!
lot. Oh gosh, that is a
Oh,
beautiful
wow.
in with the follow up and the Cho as well. What a beautiful follow up coming in from the blue side, and the
No,
nature
Claude.
takes out Claude once again. Oh my gosh.
But Claude will
Claude,
be taken down onto the process. Chow is trying to make another follow-up. Vexana is quite low. She will be forced to retreat. She should be retreating, but Fanny will be able to secure that kill. It's over for the side of Team Red. It's only the Carmela as well as that Teresa standing up, and Fanny immortality will be popped off. They will just be trying to end this game, and Team Blue will be able to secure this victory for themselves.
wow, what a what an intense match that we are going through right now. This is such high level to play coming here right now from both teams, because look at that. Even though the EXP lane of Team Black Magic was kind of losing, the other lanes weren't, and beautiful follow-ups coming in from the Fanny as well to take out not only the Claude but also the Vixana as well.
I
Beautiful,
definitely
beautiful.
agree with you. And Fanny will be the deserving MVP for this game. But
Mm,
those follow-ups from the Kadita onto the late phases of the game, those petrify combos were really, really good. But it was not only just on one people. Like the Kadita's petrify combo was connecting onto at least two or three. And that instant burst that came up for her from her was able to pop off the immortalities as well as those winter crowns. So it was quite easy for Fanny to secure that skill as well for her team. So, that Chow as well as the
mhm.
Kadita combo quite worked out for the side of Team Black Magic, I would say.
I would say I think Cho got robbed of of the MVP, because he was definitely the man of the match here. Definitely.
I
He was the
do
main
agree.
reason why.
Yeah,
He was the main reason why I think in the mid lane and the early game as well, that the team Black Magic was able to sustain, especially against Gishin and Carmilla as well.
actually, I do agree
So
with you. Because the Way of the Dragon was also connecting, and Kadita was there for the follow-ups too. But those Sigma
exactly.
combos, as well as those concussive bloods on the early phases of the game, were able to reduce so much of their HP, and Fanny was able to give those follow-ups as well. So Chow was quite of a roamer as well as those aggressive plays came up for him was the reason why the team is able to secure this victory for now.
And with that, on a short break. Thank you very much for joining, and we will see you all on the next match.
Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to Legends Unleashed Season 3, Day 2, Round 2, and this is going to be a match for tonight, another match that will be between two teams. It is none other than Lakshmi Chit Fund on the blue side, LCF versus NHK, and we already know how dominant LCF is. So I'm really excited to witness this game that will be proceeding soon. And I am your caster Ray, and joining me will be another beautiful voice. It is none other than one of my really good friends and caster, Asurya. Hi there, Asurya. Say hi to our dear viewers. And how are you feeling tonight?
Well, hello Ray. Hello to all the viewers. I am feeling very delighted to be here today because, there is LCF fighting this match and they are one of the top teams right now in India. So I am looking forward to this match. I think this is going to be a great show. And just as I speak, Fanny has been banned, a respect ban incoming right there. So Ray, do you think will we see more respect bans? Because I have seen Peter doing pretty well on Aloy and Valentina. So could they be banned? Although I know they aren't ban worthy, but still.
Yeah, but there could be respect bans coming in for the side of NHK, but they also need to consider the meta heroes that are still open. Just like that, the chip has been banned out from the side of Team NHK. And look what we have here. We're actually seeing some new faces on the side of LCF. And it is Miraka as well as Sun Kiss on the side of LCF. I have casted for a lot of LCF matches, and this is a new lineup that they're going for. So right now that I notice, I'm actually more excited to see how this new lineup will be performing with, our already recognizable who is Peter, who is one of really good mages in the top team India right now. So let's see what they will be proceeding to, because they missed out one ban. Perhaps it is a decision, perhaps there was a internet issue, but we never know. But we are proceeding into the first pick. And what are your predictions for it, Asaya?
Well, there are a lot of options open for the first pick because, like, Julian is there, Zask is there, Lucian hasn't been, we can't see her being picked as of much, but at the same time, Aurora, Vexana, and all of these picks are still right there. And I think, Terizla could also be a good option, but I do see Khalid being overpowered by a Terizla picks now. And just look at that, the first pick has been taken up by Johan on his Hayabusa. I think this will be a great pick, but at the same time, just look at NHK. They have prioritized a Kufra. I think he is a brilliant tank right there, but at the same time, I do believe that he couldn't be that, the priority right there, Ray.
Yeah, but it is a strong pick that really needs a person to be locking him down, and Kufra is exactly the perfect pick for that one. But quite early on being picked, well, it depends, because at the end of the day, their tank's execution skills is what matters the most. And I think we will be seeing the Julian. In the meta, whenever there's a Hayabusa, there will be a Julian. I mean, Julian is literally just an advanced Lancelot. He has immunity, he has burst damage, and he also has mobility. And at level 3, he is already one of the strongest junglers. So it is a very good pick countering that. But at the end of the day, I think Kufra, he can be countered and not countered at the same time, because it all depends on if you can land your first skill really well and use your tyrant's revenge to CC those enemies. So it all depends on the execution. So to answer your question, strong pick, but I believe they're cooking, and I'll let them do as they, have the strategy. And what we are seeing, Kimi on Miraka. What do you think about that? Such a strong pick coming in, Asaya.
Well, I haven't seen Kimi being picked for ages, Ray, but at the same time, Kimi has that Lolita as a counter, but since NHK has already prioritized the tank, they have prioritized the Kufra. I think Kimi could be a good pick right there, but she does have that second skill, and if she gets farmed, especially towards the late game, she can one shot the squishies from her ultimate. But at the same time, Ray, I was gonna say that a carry could have been a very great option right there because the Kufra is pretty tanky, and at the same time, but NHK grab onto that carry because of course we have that high loss with his massive HP, and especially towards the late game, the way he is all stacked up, he is pretty hard to kill. So I think carry is a good option, but at the same time, I do not know how well that Kimi will fare. But we can just look at this point because LCF are known for their brilliant, team synergy. And I know that in the first few minutes of the game, even if you see them losing, you can suddenly see them having a epic comeback. So I have nothing to say at this point. I just need to sit and watch how the entire match goes. But at the
Mhm.
same time, just look at that, they have banned out an Alice. So Ray, do you think since mages haven't been picked up, there could be a mage ban right there?
Yep, there should be a mage ban respecting who is Peter Comfort picks, but at the same time, you can ban out one mage and there will be other mages to pick. So I think they will not be taking that gamble, and instead they will be banning out one of the annoying heroes for the carry, for the Julian. It is none other than the Gatot Kacha, who has climbed into, actually, he's one of the top picks in the Mythical Glory right now. If I remember, he's top 7. So it is a very respectful sorry, a very noteworthy ban coming in from the side of Team NHK, going for a quite a bit of good draft. At the same time, the one of the ideal picks, the Khalid. If Fredo was joining here today, he would be really happy to see his Khalid is being banned out. He is that strong. So, anyways, we are heading on to the last 4 picks, and we have to see what strategies both teams are cooking up. I'm really curious for the side of LCF, a new lineup and Miraka on the Kimi. You're spitting completely facts because I have not seen Kimi for like almost 7 seasons at this point. So let's see how LCF will be faring off against the with the Kimi pick against a composition, quite meta worthy. But who is better? Locking in the Aurora, one of your favorite mages, isn't it, Asuya?
Oh, well, yes, he is good on every mage, honestly, but at the same time, just like I always mention, if an Aurora has been picked up, it needs to be traded with a Vexana, and just look at that. NHK is showing that Vexana on the screen right now, and yes, she has been locked up, but at the same time, Ray, I do see a Joel being picked, and I think that's also quite a new pick right there in a tournament from the side of LCF. So, what do you think about this Joe? Who will he be locking on to? Because just look at that. He has that Yuzong against him. I think the odds are in the favor of Yuzong with that Petrify in the early game or also towards the late game, I guess.
I think it is very possible that Chao could be actually the roamer, because Chao roam actually makes sense in the game compared to a EXP lane, but we'll have to wait and see. Oh, I think it will be a Chao roam. I can explain why, because Tao with that Shunpo, he can immune any Kufra's jump, and he can kick Kufra into the turret instead if Kufra tries to do any form of funny business. So I think a Chao pick is good. Not to mention they also needed a target lock to take down that carry, to take down that Vexana, who will be a massive threat, and the Julian as well. So both teams with very decent draft. Kimi making a debut onto this tournament, and we are heading on to the Land of Dawn as both teams preparing to go towards their respective lanes. The junglers going to their blue buff, both on the opposite side. Let's see how they will rotate. And anyways, Arthea, what is your opinion on both drafts? In my opinion, I think that Chaurom could do the magic right now. Oh, he's already looking.
Well, absolutely, and we do see Joe trying to get some vision, get some invade, but he is pretty low because 3 people and 4 people were right there onto that buff, helping the Julian. At the same time, look at that Hayabusa already poking onto that Vexana, and nothing much is going on right now. Both the marksmen playing it safe, just that Joe moving around with his mobility because yes, he is pretty mobile from the first minute onto the game. 3 people, like three coming from Aurora onto that Yuzong, but he will just be dashing away, Ray. So not much is happening right now. I think they will be waiting for the turtle to spawn.
Oh, look at that. The top lane. Kufra might be taking down that Kimi. Flicker being used by Miraka. Very aggressive coming in. But Miraka will survive to tell it. Oh, look at Julian. He's trying to look for that Kimi. I think he's trying to look for an engage. How also coming into the scene. Oh my god, so much happening. But Julian is not able to secure any kills. Kufra, they might be diving in too deep. He might be get punished. Oh my god, who will be taken down? Who will be the first blood? But looks like both team members were able to retreat from their positions and go to safety, as Floodberg is still upon us, and we have to wait and see who will be taken down from which team, as the first turtle will be spawning in 10 seconds soon. And I think both teams will be competing for it, don't you think so, Asaya?
Well, absolutely, but at the same time, I do not see that, both the mages are still level 3. They should be looking to get to level 4 as soon as possible since the turtle has already spawned and Hayabusa has started a lot. Kufra, I think, will be charging on to him, and
Oh,
Vixana and Julian have also joined in, and Kufra using his bouncing ball, and at the end of the day, Hayabusa gets that retribution, but look at that Joe kicking that Vexana. She is trying to escape in very low HP, and yes, she will be taken down. At the same time, Hayabusa is also in a very bad position. He's also been taken
oh,
down. Oh my god. Even Yuzong, oh my god, Ray, that beautiful freeze coming from that Aurora, taking that Yuzong down, and now I think they will be looking to gang that carry.
yes, yes, that engage was beautiful. I'm not sure who was able to come out on top because they were the side of LCF were able to take down their turtle. They were able to, secure the kill onto 2 people, but they lost their jungler, the Johan, on that Hayabusa. So I think it was a 50-50 trade on both sides. And if you notice, Kimi has bought the Sky Piercer as her first ever item. I think Miraka will give us a lot of surprises with this Kimi debut pick. Oh, jumping into that Kimi, I think she will get taken down. And I think that itemization is a little bit of doubtful because Kimi is the priority target, and having a Sky Piercer when you're being taken down so much, I don't think you'll be able to stack that much. But only time will tell how Kimi will be performing in the later phases. But anyways, we are seeing how effectful that Kufra is. Look at that taunt. Sorry, the Terrify coming in from Vexana. Oh my god, she gets taken down. Beautiful freeze coming in from that Aurora. And oh my god, look at the domination coming in from Zohan. Carry being taken down instead of, look at that, Wave the Dragon coming in. Yuzong joining the team fight as well. A 5-man engage on the top lane. This is why they are such good teams. They are trying to look for engages as they are able to secure the turret. For now, Hayabusa is still looking for an engage, but the side of Team NHK, they are also trying to back off. LCF really making this game look one-sided when it's not. What a disciplined and aggressive gameplay coming in.
Oh, well, Ray, if you ask me, I'm really loving how that, that Kufra is trying to initiate, and I'm really loving the team rotation coming from the side of NHK, but at the same time, something is happening, the priority lock from the side of LCS is much better, but just look at that Tyrant's Revenge, but Kufra has been kicked, and he will be taken down by that Kimi, and the freeze coming from the Aurora. I think Julian will also be taken down, and so looking to disturb that Vexana, but she will just be backing off. Oh my god, just like I said, LCF, look at that Aurora. She has been there in such a low HP since so long, but no one is able to take her down. She is just doing her poking, and Carrie will also be taken down. A killing spree from the side of that Kimi. Oh my god, just look at that Hylos waiting the buff, popping up his revitalize. He cannot be taken down just like that. Oh my god, he just steals the blue buff away. Oh, what a beautiful gameplay from both the teams. Oh my god, especially LCF utterly dominating the entire map right now.
Yep, despite a few blunders in the early game, they are not showing any more mercy onto the side of LCF at this point. You can see how good Chao is rotating. He is baiting out that Kufra. He is making sure to waste that Tyrant's Rage, and he will just use his Shunpo as well as the Way of the Dragon to kick Chao out. Look at him. He's positioning so he can kick out the Kufra to his side. Look at that. He's engaging in. Kufra will be the first to take down, and with the front line gone, the side of NHK have no resources to engage as the Eternal Guard has also been wasted. Look at the Chao playing the aggressive, and I feel like the Chao pick really countering the Kufra at this point. And it's not just the draft, it is also the individual skills. LCF really showing great rotations and discipline, especially the mid lane, who is Spitter and Cutie Pine. Yes, they are rotating so well, locking and prioritizing everyone. Look at them, just waiting patiently for an engage. And I think Kufra will fall victim again. Look at that. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think he will get kicked again. Oh no. lot of ultimates. Oh, Kufra's Revenge coming in, and Eternal Guard being used. Johan will be punished. Frigid Glacier being used. The freeze coming in. A completely reverse engage. Kimi also coming in onto the scene. Double kill for her, and she will just be retreating as Chao also gets taken down. Look at the damage coming in. Oh my god, LCF really showing us a great gameplay. Kufra doing his best, but it is just not. Oh my god, Miraka with that flicker gameplay. Oh my god, what a game coming in. What an exciting game we have tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, well, Ray, I am absolutely loving Miraka's and Peter's positioning. Even if the team fight is not in the rods, they somehow manage to survive and, give that CC so that the entire team of NHK can be taken down. At the same time, I do believe Kufra is way too far ahead. Just look at that. Once again, he uses his skill, charging on between five people, and the rest of the allies are not able to follow him up because he is way too far ahead. He needs to control his initiations, because if he is taken down like that so many times solo, the team has no option left. They have no frontliners left. So Kufra needs to play safe, and the entire team needs to look up for that Aurora, because the way she is freezing always onto 3 to 4 people is completely brilliant. I think Julia needs to take down that Aurora before anything, because she is a bone of contention right there.
Yep, she has been taken down 0 times. We are seeing an engage happening onto the map right now, and they are trying to pressure onto that mid lane at this point, but they will just be waiting for the minions to be coming in. The side of NHK, look at the poking coming in from Aurora, making Kufra retreat. I think Kufra should just regenerate as much as he can. He shouldn't be. I think he's trying to engage quite early on, just like you said, but he will just look for retreat. And the domination from who is Peter as well as the Kimi is just so much. Look at Yuzhong just melting away. There is just no sustain from his side. The gold deficit, you can see it is around 9,000. No, it's actually 10,000 at this point. A massive gold deficiency. And the side of NHK, despite the Kufra trying to make his plays, trying to make his engages, it's just not enough at this point of the game, as they're forced to into their nexus. They only have the inhibitor turrets left on the 2 lanes and one outer turret for that side. Kufra is still looking for an engage, but that Way of the Dragon not connecting in, and I think they will just be patiently waiting for the Lord. Ugi Shadow Kill being used. Oh my god, the damage coming in from Hayabusa. It was able to take down Julian, and what a completely one-sided game coming in tonight, don't you think so, Asiya?
Absolutely, and Ray, if you didn't see that, it's only 8 minutes into the game, and Kimi already had her, a holy crystal. Just look at how fed she is. The way she is utterly dominating the game. Just look at her KD of 812. I think, we were doubting her Sky Piercer as the first item, but now we know why. Because the way she's positioning, the way she's taking all those skills is absolutely insane. At the same time, just look at that Aurora with a KD of 2011. The way she's freezing onto everyone. I am really loving the chemistry between these two people, especially, and not to forget that Joe, just like you said, the way he's baiting that Kufra away is absolutely immaculate. And yes, and like LCF is completely fed at this point, that Hayabusa using his ultimate onto the Kufra, but taking down that Julian within a few shadow strikes is completely, beautiful. But at the same time, Tyler is coming to that Kufra as he charges in. Eternal Guard has also been popped up, and Carrie will be able to take down that Joe, but at the same time, just look at that. Lord has also been taken down, but the Kimi is unstoppable, taking that double kill onto that Julian. Oh my god, Ray.
Oh, Aurora might be in a little bit of trouble. Will Hui Speeder be taken down? No. Look at Hui Speeder's KDA. He is 2014. Not being able to take down even one still, despite the Tyrant's Revenge connecting into him, he was still able to survive due to his passive, and this is what makes Aurora such a good mage. She has a double life, just like Lilia as well as Nana. They are able to survive from any ganks, and the backup is on point. He even has the Winter Crown, and I think he wants to go for that 0 deaths onto his KDA right now. And Kimi, look at how fed she is. The Sky Piercer damage is way too much for the side of NHK to sustain. The Lord hasn't even came in. Look at the Chao diving in. The Way of the Dragon connecting in. Hylos trying to give the backup, but it was connected onto the wrong tower. So they will be looking for retreat. Aura poking up that freeze, but her teammates have her back. She will not be taken down. she still has 0 deaths under her name. The Lord is marching in. Most of the resources from the side of NHK being used. Black Dragon used to distract the enemies, trying to zone them out as much as possible. You're trying to defend it. Oh, Tyrant's Revenge connecting in into two people, but Hylos is just way too tanky to give any care. And I think the base will be taken down. Look at the damage coming in from Kimmy. Oh my god, what an immaculate strategy, just like you said, Asuya. I was doubting the Skypiercer like first at the early game, but the strategy was clear once I was seeing how they were doing their rotations. They wanted to make sure that Kimmy was the funneled. They would give all of their resources, all of the farm to the Kimmy, to the and giving her the Skybreaker stacks. And once she had the stacks, there was nobody to lock into her. And Aurora giving that freeze was making Julian unable to approach that Kimmy. What a beautiful gameplay! I just can't finish. Anyways, you can take it from here, Asuya. I've yapped a lot.
Oh, well, I think you have said almost everything which I would love to say here. And yes, that
Again.
Kimmy and Feeder combination, just like I mentioned before, was absolutely beautiful to watch. They were positioning so well. And Aurora almost freezing everyone every time, almost 3 to 4 people. And that show, like you said, baiting that Kubra's ultimate at the same time. I think Julian should have tried to take down that Aurora or Kimi, but of course he couldn't because of that gold lead and the way the entire LCF had to, support. Their synergy was immaculate. At the same time, I do believe that a Yuzong was a good pick, but at the same time, a Minsadhar could have been a better pick. But what's done has been done. We will be seeing for the next game what happens.
Yep, there will be two more teams coming in, and me and Asuya will be signing off for now, ladies and gentlemen. But don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for the next matches, and there will be two more billion casters. Our Lord Fredo will be joining with Itami again to cast for the next game. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, especially for Lord Fredo.
back to Legends Unleashed Season 3, Round 2, Day 3, and myself, I am Mitami casting for this match, and with me I will be joined with none other than the myth, the legend, Fredo himself. And right now, they are both of the teams. For the introduction of the teams, we are seeing Team Hepa going up against Team Love Kids, and Team Hepa will be on the blue side, meanwhile, Team Love Kids will be on the red side. So, Fredo, take it from here.
It does seem like, Team Hypa are going aggressive on the draft already, banning out the chip, you know, for that map control which they want to take in this game. They could have picked up the chip, but I guess they do not want to give it to the enemy, and they have some other plans for the first pick. That is why they will be banning out the chip here, and the enemy side banning out that phobias do not want any domination coming in from the side of the team hypa on that exp lane, banning out the phobias immediately. And the next ban coming up will be that lolita so far. So the lolita ban coming in, do you feel like it's an indication that team hypa is looking to pick up the edith here?
That might be it, and they might like they don't want to deal with the Lolita, so they have decided to ban out the Lolita. They have decided to ban two of the roamers actually from the side of the blue team, that is Team Hepa. Meanwhile, from the red side, we are seeing the Ruby as well as the Phobius getting banned, and Ruby is quite versatile. She can be played onto the EXP lane as well as onto the gold lane. We don't see her much onto the roam, but still, she is a really really good pick onto this meta. So banning her out, if you are not planning to pick off the Ruby, then definitely you should be banning out her. And from the side of Team Hepa, we are seeing the Ling also getting banned out. And Ling has also been quite dominant. And yeah, going for the Ling ban is quite viable.
Yeah, so a jungler ban and two roamer bans coming in from the side of Team Hypa. That means they really want to establish the dominance and are not comfortable, when the enemy side will look to pick up that Lolita, that Ling there, even that chip as well. So yeah, a very decent ban coming in from the side of Team Hypa. But meanwhile, the side of Team Love Kids banning out and EXP, I mean, two EXP laners right now, including that Gatot Kachaban and a gold laner, I would say, because right now, Ruby, I mean, even though she's a fighter, she really plays on that gold lane dominantly. So, yeah, you can say that side laners have been prioritized by the side of Team Love Kids and the side of Team Hypa, prioritizing the jungle and the roam role. So yeah, the gold lane and the mid lane are still, not targeted by both the teams. So the Aurora, the Vexana, the Eve, the Luo is so many options remaining open right now.
Definitely. And from the side of Team Hepa, they have proceeded to pick the jungler first, and that is going to be the Julian. Going for the Julian as the first pick. There are plenty other options as well. You have been locking for the EXP laner too, but from the side of Team Hepa, they have decided to go for the Julian as the first pick. Meanwhile, from the side of Team Love Kids, we are seeing the Edith as well as the Susuyo getting picked. And I guess this was the reason why as soon as the Lolita was banned, they have decided to prioritize the Edith, and they will be getting out the Edith. And from the side of Team Hepa, are we going to see a Carmela or a Belleric as the roamer? We are yet to see it, but I am not expecting two roamer kind of picks coming up from their side. I guess a Golina might be good or an EXP late runner, but okay, you know this Belleric pick. If this the Edith actually the Edith tries to like go for the gold lane, then she might have some kind of trouble, but she won't have as much as trouble compared to other attack speed dependent marksmen like the Beatrix or the Melissa. So going for the Edith will be quite safe pick, but it depends what lane will she be going on? Will she be playing as a roamer or the EXP laner or even the gold laner?
Yeah, but with that, the picks coming in will be the Terizla and the Belleric. So the Terizla, even though she was nerfed, it does feel like it's a pretty good option. Not the best right now, but a pretty good option, I would say, for that EXP lane. So they have decided to secure the EXP lane and the roam and the jungle in the first half of the on the of the draft pick. So the mage, the mid lane, and the gold lane still remaining open for the side of Team Hypa. Meanwhile, on the side of Team Love Kids, we see that, I mean, I don't really know right now the edit. I don't know where it's going, but they have picked up the jungler and the mid lane. So yeah, the Lilia pick is definitely very good considering they have the Belleric and the Terizla, which have very high HP, and the Lilia will be able to melt them down pretty easily. So a very good draft coming in from the side of Team Love Kids. Do you think they're out drafting the side of Hyper at this point? What do you say, Itami?
Um, if they are planning to go for another assassin, like another dash dependent hero, then banning out the Mincetar is really, really good idea, I would say. And they are mostly targeting those heroes which can be the initiator of the team fight, such as the Garukacha, even the Mincetar, and even the Ruby, as well as the Phobius. So yeah, I would say they are like quite outdrafting them. And finally, we are seeing a ban on the mid lane that is going to be the Vexana coming up from the side of team Heipa. I think they are like anticipating that Suyo might go to the EXP lane. So they have decided to ban out the Hayabusa from their side. But I most probably think that this Suyo might be going to the jungle considering his spell hasn't been changed yet. And the Hylos also getting banned from the side of Team Heipa. So we are yet to see the pick coming up from the side of Team Love Kids. And I am anticipating either a roamer or even an EXP laner or a gold laner might be picked from the side. It depends where this Edith is going to go.
Yeah, it really depends on the idiot right now to maintain that composition. But for now, look at that. I mean, the Hylos and the Hayabusa has been banned in the second half of the draft, and it just seems like Team Hyper is making a comeback in the draft because the Hayabusa would have been very deadly considering they still need to pick up that mid lane and the goal lane. But along with that, they have banned out the Hylos, so the domination in the EXP lane of that Terizla is somewhat guaranteed right now, considering they have the Edith as Edith. Edith does do good against Terizla, but I do not think that Terizla will be overpowered at any point. But with that, the goal lane, oh my god, they have picked up two fighters at this point. Do you feel like the Paquito will be going to that goal lane, Itami? I feel like the Paquito might be going to the goal lane. What do you say?
Most probably he is going to the gold lane, but I don't think that is going to be quite working out for the side of Team Heipa. But we are yet to see some actions from the side. But if you ask me which draft do I like better, then definitely I will be picking the side of Team Love Kids right now. And they are going. Looks like this Edith is going to the EXP lane. They are deciding which what their goal laner is supposed to be. And I am anticipating a Harith pick also might be quite good here, considering there is no Phobius. They have decided to ban out most of the dash countering heroes like the Phobius and the Mincitar. So going for the Harith is a really good pick, I would say, and that is going to be the Harith coming up from the side.
Yep, the last pick to complete the draft, it will be the Harith coming up from the side of Team Love Kids. And oh my god, the domination which I'm expecting right now, considering the draft of Team Love Kids, is insane because look at that. The dash coming in from Matilda, the damage coming in from the Lilia, and the finisher Suyu there, of course, even uses the fighter form to sustain sometimes. And the Edith, even that Harith. I mean, they're just out drafting the enemy at this point, and I do feel like Love Kids have the upper hand. But we know it comes down to execution, and let's see which team executes their draft better in this game because the draft is just 60-70% of the game, and the 30% does come down to execution. So yeah, you need to play well to execute that draft to in order to make the draft successful. And with that, we're already into the land of dawn, and it seems like both the teams will be trying their best to snatch the victory here. And which team do you think will come out in the upper hand in the early game, Itami?
If you ask me, then I guess Team Red might have the upper hand on the early phases of the game as well, considering, even though they have the Lunox, but Lilia will still be able to deal some ridiculous amount of damage as she is doing right now. This Lunox might be taken down, but no, she will be forced to retreat. If that Lilia had the flame shot, then definitely that would have been a kill right there. The bombardments that come up from the Lilia is already able to deal so much of those damage, even though she doesn't have a core items yet. And that Lunox needs to be watching out her positioning because that Lilia can literally outposition her, and Suyo will be able to secure that Lethal Wanderer for himself.
Yeah, very nice play coming in from the Suyu actually. I do feel like he has some good mechanics coming in because of the way he uses skills just right now. And look at that. They're trying to rotate to that red buff area, but yeah, it seems like the Julian is already moving on to that creep down, creep up there in the top lane and looking to gang down that Harriet early. So that means the side of, I mean, look at that. They have such a good map awareness right now, and the Matilda might be a bit low right now, and he will be get taken down
Oh, okay.
by the Paquito. Oh my God! It was not appearing on the map, but it seems like the Paquito was able to secure the kill onto the Matilda. Early domination coming in from the side of Team Hyper right now.
Yup, and Matilda can deal some like decent amount of damage in the early phases of the game, so they need to be a bit aware considering her one can deal quite a lot of damage and those initiations from her ultimate. But okay, Julian was almost able to take down that Suyo onto that fight, and the turtle has already respawned. And this is going to be a triple contest coming up from one of those teams, and I think Team Himpa are in a better position to be contesting for the turtle right now. Suyo is yet to join the turtle fight, and I don't think he will be able to make it on time back. So
Yeah, it does feel like they might not be able to make it on time, but the turtle is still being chucked down slowly by the side of Team. Uh, oh, look at that! The turtle has already been taken, and it did go into hands of. I guess it went into the favor of Team.
Himpa, yeah, Team Himpa actually. They were able to secure that turtle, but I guess we are lagging quite a bit, so it is quite hard to follow up for us right now. They are,
Yeah,
yeah, they are trying to make up those follow-ups, and Team Himpa are leading the goal lead as well. For now, they got those objectives, and I guess they will be the first team who will be able to secure their first tower as well for their side. The Belleric is trying to make some initiations. He is trying to get onto the team fight from the back, but he will be just to. Oh my God, that bombardment! The damage coming up from the Lilia, the light move has been used by the Lunox. They will be forced to retreat. Belleric using his ultimate. They will be forced to retreat. Julia just joined the team fight, and there comes an initiation coming up from the Julian, but no one to follow up. So no trades by far.
the Suyu making his way to the top quietly but slowly, when surely he might be able to get something out there right now. Team Hypa is just trying to take it slow. Look at the Suyu though. Will he be able to camp out?
And so Julian was trying to make an initiation. Oh my God, Benedict will be taken down to the process. Edith with a beautiful flick up, able to get that kill onto that Julian. The double kill has been secured by that Edith, man. And the turtle is about to spawn. And I guess Team of Kids are back onto this game. They have a better draft, as I said. And Paquito might be taken down onto the process as well. Here comes the ultimate from that Matilda. Lunox will be using a dark ward. The Hazard is quite low. No follow-up. She needs a flicker in order to get those kills, but she won't be using it. I bet she didn't have the flicker on time, so she will just be forced to retreat. The turtle has been spawned, and she loved it. I guess they are on a better position to be contesting for the turtle right now.
Yeah, and meanwhile, looking at the situation right now, it feels like Team Love are having the upper hand. Especially, they already have almost 1K goal lead, and the turtle being turned down. Oh my God, the turtle is still coming in though. Look at that.
Julian with a really good turtle steal. Apparently, zone has been landed by the turtle. Like Lunox using the dark form ultimate. Lunox will be able to secure that kill. A 2-for-0 trade for the side of Team Hippa. They got the turtle. They were successfully able to steal the turtle from them, as well as get 2 kills for those teams. Paquito trying to make an initiation onto the Mandela. Was trying to burst down that Matilda, but he was not able to do so. Matilda forcing to use the ultimate will be able to retreat this time.
Yeah, and it did seem like for a moment that Team. Oh, look at that! Love Kids were leading, but right now it seems like the side of Team Hypa are making a comeback, and the Harriet might be looking for some trouble there. But no, Hypa will not be looking to engage there. But the amount of damage coming in from that Lilia, look at that.
The Vengeance has been popped out from that Belleric, and this Lilia has been doing some ridiculous amount of damage lately. Teresa might be on a bad position, but he will be able to just stick to his towers right now. There might be a potentially team fight coming up. Julian trying to make an initiation. There comes a side ultimate from him, the enhanced skill, but still connecting on to 3 people, but dealing no damage. There are no trades by far. Julian is still not stopping. Matilda using her ultimate, trying to make an initiation. The bombardment, look at those damage from that Lilia. An instant 2 kills and overextension. The Lunox was not able to follow up on time. Two of our members are already down. The double kill for that Lunox. I guess Lunox might be taken down. Paquito doing the follow up again. And Edith will be almost able to secure that kill, but okay. Suyo will be the one to able who's able to secure that kill. The penalty zone coming up from that Teresa. 4 for 1 trade by far. Suyo will be forced to retreat. I'm sorry, Teresa will be forced to retreat, and Teresa will be taken down onto this process. The killing streak coming up from the side of Suyo.
Yeah, the Suyu did so well there, taking down the Terizla. It did not seem like Terizla is so tanky in the hands of the Suyu, and right now it seems like Suyu already has that Sky Piercer on him. So he will be looking to get that kill even more. And yeah, right now the turtle is already up, and the damage coming in from the Lilia though. Have to target the Lilia down actually. There, she is the one taking down the enemy front line so easily.
Definitely, they are trying to make that initiation. Suyo with the mega kill. Bombard, this Lilia got saved once again. She will be forced to retreat for now. They're trying to make an initiation. There comes the primal weapon, almost used. The penalty zone coming up onto 4 people, but it is in a very bad position, and that is going to be the maniac coming up for that Suyo. Paquito is the only man standing right now, and Team Love Kids are back onto this game.
Yeah, but look at that. The Paquito did secure a kill onto that Lilia there. So that is why I feel like the Paquito did his job and he was able to get out as well. But the turtle has been taken down and 4 members sacrificed in that fight for the side of Team Haipa. And Team Haipa are just losing out more and more. The gold difference is just building up. It's almost 3K right now. And in the late game, they do not have anyone to deal with that Harith right now. Look at that. The Harith will just farm up and he will cause so many problems for that Belleric, for that Paquito, even for the Tesla in late game.
Oh, I definitely agree with you on that. With that Harith pick, that Harith pick might be the cherry on the cake for the side of Team Love Kids. And Julian on a really bad position. The bombardment, look at the damage coming up from that Lilia. The Julian will be forced to use his second enhanced skill, but barely escaping the team fight. The ultimate coming up from Belleric, connecting on to 3 people. He will be able to save those teammates, but they will be forced to retreat. Belleric is really low, but okay, Suyo will be diving in and will be securing that kill onto that Lunox. Legendary coming up from him. He is literally unstoppable right now.
Yeah, the Suyu is so good at the moment. He's on an 8-5, and I do want to see how many stacks he has on his Sky Piercer. But right now, look at that. The mid lane is trying to, they are trying to push down that mid lane, but there are not enough minions to do so. And Team Hyper is just losing out slowly, and that Harith as well. I mean, look at that, the Harith. He's getting farmed up a lot because he's on 108. They have not even taken him down once.
Paquito might be taken down. He's the only man standing, and yes, he will be taken down from the hands of the Suyo. This Suyo is literally getting fed right now. The Julian is on a bad position too. He will be just forced to retreat, and retribution has been used by him. The flicker play coming up from that Edith, almost getting onto that Suyo, but the overextension might cost off that Edith, and the Lunox is able to secure that kill onto that Edith. Julian barely escaping. The Julian barely escaping right now from the hands of the Edith, but that trade will be quite worth it for the side of Team Love Kids. They will be getting the Lord for their side this time.
Yeah, the level 1 Lord has been taken down, and that means that they have the advantage, trying to push down those lane turrets, especially that mid lane, which they need to take out right now to get that, enemy, get that map control over the enemy side. And the blue buff is already there, and he has taken down the blue buff, the Julian. But I feel like the side of Team Hyper really needs to focus on the fact that they're behind in goal. So they have to just look out to stand, like just weather the storm and take it to the late game where the Lunox can shine.
I definitely agree with you. Oh my god, this Belleric is instantly taken down from the hands of the Lilia. The bombardment damage is way too much to deal with. Even though if you have the Radiant and the Athena shield, the Lilia will still deal a ridiculous amount of damage. The light mode coming up from that Lunox The ult is yet to be used from both of the sides. The initiation comes up. There comes the penalty zone from that Teresa. Lilian is able to secure that kill onto that Julian. Edith will be getting the Lunox as well. Teresa will be getting the Harris, but it is going to be a 3-for-1 trade for their side. And the Lord is marching from the bot inhibitor. They won't be able to defend it most probably. This Paquito gold lane is definitely not working out for the side of Team Hepa.
Yeah, he gets taken down as well. The Lord is still there, almost half HP. They need to defend it. They do not have anyone to do so yet. The Julian is up in a few seconds, but right now they're trying to lock down the base. Will they be able to do so? Oh,
The
the
base
damage
is
coming.
wide open, but I don't think they will be able to do so. They will be able to barely defend the base for now, but that Lunox will be taken down onto the process. She was able to save that base, but still her life will be taken down right there. And this Julian doesn't have his buffs, and Suyo will be securing his blue buffs as well. They are really, really far behind in terms of the gold now, as well as on those objectives. They only have like two towers. They only got two towers in this whole game. Meanwhile, Team Love Kids have over 6 towers, 4 towers advantage onto them compared to Team Hepa. So, I guess on the next Lord fight, if they are able, if Team Love Kids are able to get that Lord, then it will be pretty much over for the side of Team Hepa. Unless a potential wipeout comes out from both of the side of those teams, but they are trying to make an initiation, but for now they will just be forced to retreat. It's better they don't take any team fights from here, considering they don't have the goal lead as well as they don't have the core items yet.
Yeah, the Lunox has to be the one to carry the game right now. I mean, he's on level 11. Even the EXP laner and the roamer has even more experience than her at the moment. That's why the Lunox has to be really careful here. She is the one dealing the most amount of damage, and that is why the Lunox has to be the one who to carry this game. She has to be careful, has to take down those lane minions, get farmed, and deal the damage for enemy side. Meanwhile, look at the Julian.
Oh, Suyo with the legendary onto that Julian. A good team fight coming up. Paquito will be forced to use his flicker, but won't be able to escape. Harris gets that kill onto that Paquito. The bombardment damage coming up from Lilia. Valeric in a really bad position, and the mega kill coming up from the side of the Lilia. And this is going to be a 3-for-0 trade. The Lord has been slain from the side of Team Love Kids, and I guess it might be pretty much over for the side of Team Hippa, considering they don't have three of the members. The penalty zone connecting onto nobody. There is on a really bad position. He will be punished instantly, and it's only the Lunox trying to defend her base, but she will be instantly taken down. The base is wide open. Julian just spawned, but I don't think that is going to be enough. And unstoppable coming up from that Lilia, and Team Love Kids will be the one who will be securing this game.
Love Kids doing so well with the draft, doing so well with the execution of the draft as well. They came out on top, secured the victory over Team Haipa. And Haipa needs to do a lot of homework on their draft, on their rotations, even the gameplay as well. Because Team Love Kids, I feel like they have that synergy, they have that mentality, they know the game, they understand the game, and yeah, they came out on top thanks to that. And yeah, they will be taking home the victory in this game. And the Lilia, of course, coming out on top with the 12.1, dealing the most amount of damage as well.
I do agree with you, and I guess where in if you ask me where Team Hepa lost was on the draft itself. They were like it was not like they were out drafted. They had their first picks, but still not able to pull off those heroes which are doing really good right now onto the meta. They shouldn't have prioritized, in my opinion, they shouldn't have prioritized the Julians and such an early phase of the draft. And also the Paquito gold lane was quite questionable. So that Paquito didn't work out for them quite well. And Team Love Kids will be securing the victory for their side, a much deserved victory, I would say, considering the draft was really, really good. And they were able to initiate those team fights, and that Suyo was an absolute menace on this game.
Yeah, we'll be coming back for more, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned on the stream. This is Legend Unleashed Season 3.
Everyone, and we are back to Legends Unleashed Season 3. And today is the round number 2, day number 3. And this is going to be the final match of the day. And it is between Team In It to Win It versus Team Descendants of Gods. On the red side, we have Team In It to Win It. And on the blue side, we have Team. Actually, on the blue side, we have Team In It to Win It. And on the red side, we have Team Descendants of Gods. Myself, I am Itami, and I am joined by my caster, none other than Peachy.
Hello, Itami, and hello, everyone. Welcome back. We are back again with another interesting match. As we all know, I really don't think that I need to give an introduction to the team in it to win it because you know the names. It is very, very popular. With that, I want to see how Descendants of the God will be battling it out. And I have to remind you that we are already onto the round 2, day 3, and this is the last day for the knockout rounds. With that, tomorrow we will be proceeding with round 3. So do join in, do like and subscribe as well. Hit that like button. Let's go back into the draft. Now I'm looking at a Khalid ban and a Xbox ban. They're just picking up those EXP laners who are very annoying into the early game as well, Itami.
Yup, and they have decided to ban out the Khalid as well as the Ruby for the side of Team In It to Win It. You know, Khalid has been quite rising up after Fredo picked it, never mind. But Khalid has been quite rising up to the meta, I would say, and he has been banned from the side of Team In It to Win It. They don't want Team Descendant of God to be picking up that Khalid. They don't want to pick it up as well, and they will be deciding to ban it. Meanwhile, Ruby is also doing quite well onto the meta. She is quite versatile. Mostly these days we see her onto the gold lane, and she has been decided to ban as well. The Edith ban coming up too. These are those heroes which has been doing quite really good. And Matilda ban is also quite viable, I would say. Meanwhile, the Xborg might be one of those respects bans because we don't see Xborg getting banned so early on such an early phase of the draft.
You know, that is right, Atami. And I have to say how Xbox getting banned as well. It is kind of picking off that team. Descendant of Gods might go in for a very tanky composition, while there's a lot of heroes yet to be open. Look at that team in it to win it. They closed off all that EXP heroes. Ophobius is yet to be picked, but I want to see that. Okay, a lot of options being shown, the Grog, the Minsitar, but they can only pick one. What are they going to pick? And with that, the Ling is gone as the first pick.
Yup, and I don't think showing up the Minsitar Grok as well as the Angela could have been a good idea because, if you are proceeding to show your heroes like that, then it would give quite an idea for the opponent team, which they might be going up as well. And the Phovius coming up from the side of Team Descendants of Gods, and Phovius is doing quite really well. And if Ling decides to use his dash, then his infernal pursuit will be popping off as much as he can, and he will be a nuisance for the side of Team In It to Win It. And the Lunox is also getting picked from the side for that burst damage, for that burst magic damage. And but still they have decided to go for the high loss. I would say that is quite a confident pick coming up from the side of Team In It to Win It. And the EXP laner also, the CC getting picked up. So by far, in both of the looking at both of the drafts, I pretty much like both of the drafts. I would say we are yet to see the third pick coming up from the side of Team Descendants of God. So that is going to be the carry. I was about to say, Peachy, what are your thoughts on what the next pick might be? And that is going to be the carry. So, Peachy, what would be the next pattern coming up from the side of Descendants of Gods?
Possibly. I want to see that they could go in for a tank, maybe. Look like okay, they are closing off those Mensatar already. And coming back to answer your question, they should actually go in with a Alice Jungle and a Angela Rome. That could be viable. They do have the damage, but they just need a little kind of some kind of front line, as I have to mention. On the other hand, the bans are yet up. The Mensatar are getting picked off. There's this Hayabusa as well being banned. Yeah, pretty so it is good bands coming in, but I have to remind you, Itami, that the CC could be played onto the gold lane as well. I have seen quite a few matches where the CC are being played onto the gold lane and high laws onto the EXP lane. So maybe they could go in with an Angela pick, don't you think so? An Angela and a Ling combo coming in. Itami.
I definitely do agree with you on that. I have seen some of those matches onto the we don't see CC being picked up onto those ranks onto the gold lane much on, but I have did some castings onto the finals, some finals too, and I have seen this CC getting picked up onto the gold lane too, and she was quite working out, I would say, as soon as she gets her core items like the war axe and the brute force bracelet and all, she can deal some really good tons of damage considering her gold lead. So yeah, there is quite a possibility that this CC might go to the goal lane as well, but we are yet to see it. And there comes the Kufra coming up from the side of Team Descendants of Gods. I guess that Kufra is picked in order for Ling to not use his dashes much, and I guess this CC, if that Melissa is getting picked or another marksman goal laner is picked, then definitely that CC will be proceeding to the EXP and Hylos going as the roamer.
Oh, definitely. They do need a mage. I think they're still hovering towards that MM. So looks like the high loss will be the roam, the CC as the EXP laner. This is actually looking good. I was not expecting a CC to be the counter for the Phobius, but it is strong. Looks like Z is Dave goes on with a Melissa and a Faramis. I think the Faramis is much needed right here, don't you think so? Even though the Hylos still has the revitalize, he still has the glorious pathway, that extra lifeline from the nether realm would be very beneficial. Don't you think so, Itami?
Yup, and picking the Faramis, or if picking the Faramis on the early phases of the draft would have been bad considering there is a Lunox too. But this time we have already seen the gold lane and the mid lane confirmed, almost confirmed from the side of Team Red, and that is why the Valentina won't be picked from the side of the red team. And for the side of Team Descendants of God, they have decided to pick the Fanny, and that is going to be a real interesting game. Considering how good, like how fast this Fanny is, they have decided to pick the Kufra for their side so that that Kufra won't get picked from the blue side, and they have decided to pick the Kufra for them. And this is going to be the final game going on between In It to Win It versus Descendants of Gods. On the blue side, we have Team In It to Win It, and on the red side, we have Team Descendants of Gods. So here we go on to the land of dawn.
This is going to be another interesting match because a Fanny pick. Yes, I was not expecting it. And they picked up a Kufra as well. That means that it will be a little problem for the other teammates to jump around. On the other hand, we are into the land of dawn. This is going to be a great match. But, before moving ahead with the match, let me remind you do like and subscribe as well. Itami, take it away. The junglers are already onto the buff.
Yup, they are just going to be forcing on to focusing on to the neutral objectives. And Kupra is trying to make some pokes on that Faramis early. At the early purify coming up from him in order to get rid of that rid of that jump. And the early use up from that spell from as soon as that jump was landed from that Kupra. Meanwhile, Melissa is being quite poking to that carry as of now. The Ling will just be proceeding onto his buffs. He will try to get level 4 as soon as possible because the next turtle will be spawning onto the next minute. And you know the Kufra is trying to get some vision onto that Melissa too, and we might be seeing a team fight coming up really soon. Carry with the follow-up, Melissa might be taken down, and that is going to be, oh my god, a 1 HP escape coming up from that Melissa. The Ling has joined the team fight. Overextension, Templates of Blades is yet to be used, and Hylos as well as the Ling is able to secure that kill. Fanny has joined the team fight, but Ling will be forced to retreat. He should be retreating, and he is able to do so. A 2-for-0 trade for the side of Team In It to Win It.
I think that was a beautiful trade coming in right before the turtle being spawned. A very early aggression coming in from Team Minute to win it. But Fanny, she is up with the cables again. But I don't think she is moving forward. On the other hand, both the teams, they have to get level 4 already. I'm talking about the mages. They proceeded towards the top lane. They want to get this MPL rotation on, while the EXP laner as well as the mage are getting the level 4 already. Oh, now the question remains, the turtle is up.
Oh,
Okay, bot lane, the pickoffs are already there on, but on the top lane as well, Lunox is very low.
yep, that Lunox is quite low. She needs to be retreating the light mode. There is no minion to heal her. Phoebe trying to spam his Infernal Pursuit. Pharam is trying to make the follow up. The Infernal Pursuit just being spamming. And here comes the Template of Blades from that link. And the Vengeance has been popped out by that Phobius. The Nether Realm has been used by that Paramis too. And Ling will be able to secure the skill for his team. The turtle has already been spawned. And I guess Team Red are on a better position to be contesting for the turtle first, but still, Ling will be back as soon as possible. He hasn't fallen off, and he was able to secure that kill for his team and mark 2 kills for his side. Fufra trying to make a jump. There comes CC's ultimate try, and Fufra is really low. Initiation comes up. Fanny is able to secure that kill onto the high loss, but meanwhile, CC will be getting that Fufra as well, and the turtle is yet to be contested from both of the side of the teams.
I'm liking how CC have rotated right from the top to the bot lane. She just made sure that she's dealing those damage. She's gaining experience points as well. So this is looking strong for them. While on the other hand, the tanks getting picked off to the Oleon, but okay, there's a turtle steal already there. The Phobius picking it up.
Damn, that was unexpected. That was literally not on their cards. I would say Carry just got the corrosion side as the first item as well. Phobius trying to be as spamming as he can. The ultimate coming up from that CC. This Phobius is still having a hard time going 1v1 with that CC. She is still dealing some decent amount of damage. Meanwhile, on the bot side, the glorious pathway has been used, and Hylos will not be able to retreat. The carry as well as the Lunox will be immediately shutting down that Hylos, even on to this mid phase of the game, even though carry and Lunox don't have their core items, all of our core items yet.
That carry and a Lunox. Oh, wait a minute. Kufra gets
Oh,
finds revenge and the revenge combo, but looks like it is the death for Zed's Dave. Another kill down. Take it away, Tami.
and the templates of blades coming up from that lane. The combo was almost completed, but still they will be forced to retreat. They shouldn't be overextending the fight. Meanwhile, look at the top side. The CC is so damn annoying. The vengeance has been popped up by that Phobius, and the turtle is yet to be spawned, but still I would say both of the teams are quite equal as of now. In terms of the goal lead too, there is not much of a difference. And in terms of the objectives, to both of the teams are doing quite well. It will depend on the next team fight coming up. And the Phobius is trying to spam those H1 pursuit. Fanny using the throat cut connecting onto Ling, but not enough damage to take that Ling down. The turtle is about to be spawning, but on the mid side, I guess Carrie will be able to get that turtle for her, but the jump coming up from that Kupra, the Nether Realm, as well as the Purify used by that Paramis was able to save his life this time. Hylos shouldn't be overextending like that, and Ling will be able to join the team fight. The Tyrant's Revenge has been used by the Kupra, and the Flicker has been forced out by him as well. Phobius with the follow-up, Carrie getting a solo kill onto that Melissa, meanwhile onto the bot side. Actually, it was not a solo kill. The Fanny also assisted her with the kill, and even though both of the teams are coming up with the team fights onto the mid side, there is still no trade. CC using her ultimate on a really good way. The glorious pathway coming up, and the link has been followed up once again. There is so much of skirmish going around in there, and Carrie will be able to secure that turtle, but meanwhile, Ling will be able to get that kill onto the rumor for the side of Team Red.
But Azazel official, he is so good with the link. He's just there jumping left and right. He's taking up those kills for his own teams. On the other hand, the turtle is there. And Fanny tries to go in with the cables, but I don't think she will be finding something. And Itami, I have to say, the combo of a carry and a Lunox, it is pretty deadly to the late game. I really don't know what team in it to win it have into the
Oh,
cards, but the team fight has just started.
the Netherlands was again forced out by the Faramis. Carry, look at the carry dealing some ridiculous amount of damage already. And Kufra on a really bad position. Ling has joined
Oh,
the team fight as well. The Templar plate coming up from that Ling. Melissa is able to secure that kill onto that Kufra. Quite some ridiculous damage coming up from both of the sides of the team. And Faramis is trying to get that grab. And man, Carry will not be able to escape this team fight. CC will be immediately punishing that grab from the Paramis. Was not like that carry was not able to escape thanks to that grab from the Paramis. Just came up and Fanny with the throat cup following up, and she might be taken down, and she does quite some overextension. Just came up, and this is going to be a free turtle for the side of team in it to win it.
Definitely, it is a good turtle already. This is the second turtle picking off onto their side. On that, maybe top lane Phoebus, you're in some kind of trouble. There is this damage, a lot of crit damage coming in from the Ling this time. And Ling, he has been going up with rotations
Oh,
very well. That
Hylos was able to secure that kill for himself. Ling doesn't have his Tempest of Blades yet. The Nether Realm has been used by that Paramis. Ling will be able to barely escape this fight thanks to that Paramis. The glorious pathway has been used. Kufra won't be able to make it out, and killing spree for that Hylos. And man, oh man, this is working. The synergy coming up from the side of Team Init to win it is quite appreciable, I would say.
I do agree with you. The synergy is top notch. They are doing so well. They are just punishing them for taking away that little lead that they have right now. Look at that. Neutral objectives being taken off left and right. The mid lane already popped off. The bot lane might be go. The Fanny could be in trouble into the bot lane again. On the other hand, the rotation is already there from the team. We are in the mid game right now. Both the teams are just there trying to making sure that they will be playing a lot together, but the synergy from side team in it to win it is so high that they know when to attack and they know when to retreat, Itami.
Definitely, this Hylos is trying to get some vision in there. Three people are waiting for him onto the bush. It would be better he would be just trying to play it safe for now, because the Paramis as well as the Melissa are yet to arrive to the scene. He just been dived in, and as I expected, he will be taken down. Two of those, the Lunox as well as the carry, was able to shred him down. And Ling is yet to use his Templates of Blades. We might be seeing his Templates of Blades coming up now. The Templates of Blades has been used. Tyrant's Revenge missing this time. It was quite slow. The cast was quite slow. Fanny might be taken down onto the process too. Melissa, like enduring so much of damage, and she will be immediately taken down as well. Lunox is quite low too. She will be forced to retreat, and that is 1 for 2 trade by far. And they should be retreating the fight, but no, CC with the really good follow up was able to get that kill onto that Fanny and was able to save his teammate Ling as well.
Oh, that Melissa kill was quite unfortunate. She was out of that red nether realm the distance, she wasn't there, but if the Netherlands would have hit, she could have done it. But on the other hand, there is this Lord Dance coming in. Kufra already in position. Itami.
Oh, the Tyrant's Revenge connecting on to two people. The Lord is all. The Retribution is yet to be used, but Ling will be able to secure his Lord for his team. The Phobius trying to use his Infernal Pursuit, trying to dive in. Paramis will be forced to retreat, but okay, what a really good grab just came in from him. Phobius will be falling off right now, and that is going to be a 2-for-1 trade. 1-for-1 trade actually. Ling should be retreating. He doesn't have his Templates of Blades, and he will be instantly punished. That jump from that Kufra was able to secure that kill onto that Ling from the hands of the carry.
So far Ling was doing so well. I think we all found his number one enemy. That bouncing ball from Kufra, that is so much that he can actually not dash out as well. On the other hand, he got punished for that. To the last team fight, I just noticed that how Kufra uses bouncing ball very early on. I think he should use it after the Tempest of Blade while he can actually catch up the Kufra. He's giving up a lot of good try and raids coming in. His team is also giving up his follow up as well, but the damage from that Melissa, from that Faramis as well. Faramis giving up the extra lifeline. That is a lot, I have to say. Tami, take it
Oh,
away.
the glorious pathway used up from that Hylos will not be able to get any kills, but they will be able to get that top tower. You know, for the mid side, they are yet to get those minions up, and they will not be able to take it right now. The Lord has already been slain, and I guess it would be better for the side of the blue team as well to not be overextending those team fights, because the goal lead is not too much, even though they are leading in terms of the objectives, but still an overextension might cost up their match, because this Hylos is already taking up so much of damage from that carry as well as the Lunox. They have a lot of they rely on to the team shredding type of composition. Hylos was trying to trying to poke that blue buff, trying to get that blue buff from that Fanny, but was not able to do so. Fanny had her backup, and she will just be able to get it for this time. And I guess both of the teams shouldn't be overextending a team fight, because if there is a potential wipeout, then it would be costing them their match.
Definitely, Tami, they should be wary of that fact that one throw can actually turn the tables with that. I'm just seeing the team composition, and slowly and steadily, we are already coming into the late game. Now, Carry has her items up. Even Lunox has her items up. This is going to be pretty lethal for the side of Team Unit to win it. Though they have the Ling who can actually dive into the backline, though they have a Melissa with the Murder Doll, she is doing a lot of damage. That combo. Okay, Kufra. Oh, okay. I thought he would be joining to that mid bush, but he is just checking the bushes where the team in it to win it are not here. Okay, moving on, the Lord is up. This is going to be another battle of retribution. While the Ling has an upper hand because his team is making a pathway for him to get the Lord actually. But on the other hand, team okay, Kufra missing his jump. There is some kind of skirmish. The disengage is already there. Itami.
Yep, and I guess it would be better for both of those teams to not overextend in here. Both of the teams are trying to contest for the lot. One of those teams will definitely should get it. The jump from that Kufra as well as the Tyrant Revenge connecting on to that CC. CC will be taken down. Oh my god, a really good combo. That CC was able to get that yo-yo, and Ling will be able to secure 2 kills onto that backline. That ultimate from that CC was able to chain up both of them, and the templates are blades, and the triple kill coming up from that Ling. Meanwhile, Melissa will be able to secure that kill onto the Phobius as well. That bait was really worth it. CC was able to get that yo-yo landed up, and Ling was able to secure those 2 kills onto the backline. This is going to be a 4-for-1 trade, and I think Melissa will be easily able to secure that lot for her side of the team as well.
Oh, I think they got another
Oh
opportunity.
my god, the grab from the
No,
pyramids, and I guess it's pretty much over for the side of and team in it to win it will not even be waiting for the Lord. They got the opportunity. The Fanny, as soon as that Fanny fall, all they gotta do was all they decided was to end the game, and they immediately did it. They didn't even wait it for the Lord, and this is going to be a victory for the side of team in it to win it.
what a fast handling coming in, Link securing that MVP to himself. Even that yo-yo blitz, that last damage that was so important to them that they got that window of opportunity to not take the Lord and directly jump into the fountain. That is where team in it to win it pressed that advantage to themselves. They knew that the minions are already in, and with that they secured a victory. Itami, last few words, please, because we all know this is the last match of the day.
All I gotta say is, even though Lunox as well as the carry were getting the power spikes, it was like all it needed for the side of team in it to win it was a really good initiation. And that initiation happened as soon as that Kufra decided to jump in, and that yo-yo blitz coming up from that CC was able to connect on to that carry as well as the Lunox. That was the playmaker moment. And Ling, as soon as he jumped on that backline, he was able to secure that triple kill. And that Fanny was trying to defend her base, but that grab came up from that Paramis on to the end. And as soon as that Fanny fall, they decided not to go for the Lord, but instantly try to end the game, and they were able to do so as well. So this is quite a deserved victory for the side team in it to win it. Descendants of gods did try their best, but their best was not enough for this time. And this is going to be the final game for the day. We will be back with more action tomorrow. From starting tomorrow, there will be round three, and we will be back with more action. Till then, good night. Take care.